in the best interest of the American people, then we'll actually have an opportunity to have a bipartisan conversation about what makes sense for everyday Americans. Republicans own anything that happens because they've chosen to go down this road of reconciliation to cut Democrats out of the legislative process.
Mr. Jeffries, were Democrats being straight with the American public about Joe Biden's condition when you're all defending him last year?
House Democrats have been very clear. We're moving forward. We're not looking backward. And we supported Joe Biden's decision to pass the baton to Vice President Kamala Harris.
So do you think the accountability for that?
Yeah, the voters. Yes, the voters are able to determine accountability, and the way that they do it, in terms of who has the right vision for the party moving forward, is through elections. And we've seen special election after special election after special election. I can detail it again: Iowa in January, New York in February, Pennsylvania in March, Wisconsin in April, Omaha, Nebraska this week in May. And in every single one, the voters are saying we support the Democratic vision for the United States of America. The evidence is mounting up. And in fact, Donald Trump, after first claiming that he had some big, bold mandate, is now, after his first 100 days, the most unpopular president in modern American history. The voters are speaking loudly and clearly.
But the polls aren't so hot for Democrats either.
Every single generic ballot that has come out since January 20th, when voters are asked the question, do you prefer a Democratic Congress or Republican Congress, including in your own poll, every single generic ballot has Democrats up. Fox News recently had Democrats up by 7 points. All I'm saying is the data and the voter behavior speaks for itself. I'm not interested in chasing these sensational narratives when voter behavior, voter data, what voters are saying to us, what they are communicating speaks for itself.
But did you ever see any cognitive decline with President Biden?
I've answered these questions repeatedly. I've said that in my encounters with Joe Biden, in terms of the Oval Office and the encounters that we had with him as Democrats, particularly when he came to the Hill and spoke to the American people during the State of the Union address, he presented a vision for the American people consistent with the Democratic vision for making life better. We're not going to look backward, however, we're going to continue to look forward. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, leader.
Sorry.